Pardon?
Because you came to the camera, obviously.
Okay, so what you're outside videoing the prison for? Are you in somebody in there visiting?
No.
Where are you from?
Where am I from? Where are you from? Where am I from? What do you mean where am I from?
I want to know why you're here videoing.
Just gathering contents to make a story.
For?
Any sign of fern out there yet?
You can't come and video a prison, I'm afraid.
Oh, I'm not coming in.
No, you can't be out here filming the prison.
I'm not coming in.
I know you're not coming in.
I'm just staying outside. Oh, hello.
You're just videoing all of us at the minute, so...
Whoa.
Turn that off, please.
Why?
Why? Because you're on prison grounds and you're not allowed to record, and you can go to prison for it.
Am I not in public place now?
Nope, you're on prison's grounds.
That looks public to me.
This is not a public place.
Where is the public start?
Public starts right over there and right down the end of the road.
There's a bus stop there.
And that's why you're recording.
Who are you?
Who am I?
Why not?
Yep.
Need to know why you're recording.
Can you present yourself?
Once I know who you are.
So you're giving me orders without presenting yourself?
You're on prison grounds. You're on Her Majesty's grounds.
Is that bus stop there?
Yeah, that's the bus stop.
So that tells me that's public land.
No, that's just the bus stop.
That's public land. I think you're mistaken. If this is private, I would leave, but I think you're mistaken.
It is a private road.
Who owns it?
Prison.
It looks public
Why
to
are
me.
you recording?
I'm just gathering contents for a story that
Right away, you can feel the tension building here. The cameraman says is standing on a public road, simply filming from outside the prison grounds. But the security guard immediately assumes something suspicious is happening. And this is where these situations usually start spiraling. Because in the UK, filming in public is generally legal, even if the building you're filming is sensitive, like a prison. But at the same time, you can also understand why security staff might feel uneasy when someone shows up with a camera pointed toward the facility. So the real question becomes, is this someone documenting public spaces, or someone intentionally provoking a reaction? And trust me, moments like this can escalate quickly if both sides dig their heels in. If you're into real moments like this where public rights clash with security concerns, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, because these encounters can get pretty intense.
Why did you call the police? Just wasting resources.
Why?
You haven't on site through a prison.
You still haven't presented yourself, mister.
I don't need to present myself.
Well, you shouldn't be giving me orders then.
Should be on prison grounds.
This is not prison grounds. Prison grounds is over there.
No, this is prison grounds.
I did not cross any boundaries. I did not jump any walls. I did not climb. I didn't. I have not seen anywhere where it says private. Where does it say private road? If you can show me, come on. Come and show me. All right then, so don't, you know. I mean, that dog makes more sense than you do.
I've got to go.
Well, you're giving me attitude.
I'm not giving you no attitude.
Of course you're giving me attitude. Look at yourself.
I'm not giving you any attitude.
I've asked you, who are you? You're giving me orders. Who are you? You're not presenting yourself.
No orders. I've asked you to stop.
You're giving me an order. Yeah, that's an order. Stop recording. What do you call that? But then you all come in running like, I don't know. Sorry? Yeah, you all run. You just scared the hell out of me, man. Well, yeah, I'm just standing here. That's what I'm doing.
Prison grounds. He's still not taking any notice. He's recording everything.
Hi.
What are you filming? What
Just at the moment, you.
Why?
Because you're approaching the camera.
Right, and you're on private property outside a prison filming.
Well, we're debating now. We're just saying.
There's no debate.
We're not debating.
That looks.
debated anything.
That
This
looks
is a prison.
public. That looks
This is
public.
a prison. You can't just walk around.
I have not walked inside the prison.
Now this is where things start getting heated. Instead of calmly verifying whether the area is public or private property, the conversation turns into a power struggle. The guards are telling him to stop recording while he's pushing back and demanding proof that is actually on private land. And that's a key detail, because legally speaking, if he is on public land, security guards don't really have the authority to force him to stop filming. But at the same time, the way both sides are speaking to each other here, you can feel the frustration building on both ends. No one is really trying to de-escalate the situation. It turns into a standoff, and the more guards start gathering around him, the more defensive the cameraman becomes. So now the situation shifts from a simple question to a full-on confrontation.
Are you guys following me?
Yeah.
Alright? I'm starting to feel alarmed, harassed and distressed now. Why are you following me?
Why are you filming?
Why are you filming? I've asked you the question, why are you filming?
Because I'm in public land and I can.
So you go around filming prisons for what for? What's the reasoning behind it?
Stop following me, man.
No, don't come to the prison. We'll stop following you.
I didn't come into the prison. I never did.
You've come down from private property to prisons to
This
film
is not.
prisons
You
and
said
staff.
this is not private property.
You've come down to film a prison and staff. For what reason?
So you telling me the council did not put
For
all
what
this?
reason have you come down to film prisons and staff?
You telling me the council did not put all this?
For
You-
what reason have
you
come
planted
down to
these
film
trees.
Prisons and staff.
Private property.
Answer the question.
I don't answer no questions.
Well, there you go then. So we'll follow you, yeah.
Hey, look. You did not do this. This is not private property.
The private road.
Even if it's private road, it has public access, which means the public can access it. Learn the law.
Yeah, but you're not accessing the road, are you? You're trying to access taking pictures and film.
I can take any pictures I want in public property.
Not of prisons, you can't.
Yes, I can.
Can you?
Well, you taking pictures? Look, there's cameras over there.
No, they're not taking pictures.
There you are.
CCTV.
The videoing.
Exactly.
Yeah, I'm doing the same thing.
No, you're not. You're filming prisons.
Listen, you're causing me to be alarmed and distressed.
Are we?
Yes, you're following me. You can't be following me like this.
Well, you can't be filming a prison.
I can.
No, you can't.
Yes, I can.
No, you can't.
Let me cross the road, man.
You cross whatever road you want.
Hey, look. See, the council came here and look, they did this to this hole. Yeah, can you see that? That's what the councils do. This is public land.
That's nice, isn't it?
And I am the public right now, not G4S, a private security firm. So if I want to be here, I'll be here. And stop following me. I will call the police in a minute.
Well, we're cool. They're on the way anyway, so don't worry about it.
Well, I hope they lock you up because, honestly, just look the way you're treating me, man. What's wrong with you?
What's wrong with you?
Nothing. I've told you what's wrong with me. I've told you.
You've gone down filming
Yes.
a prison.
I was just making a story for my little blog, that's all.
What blog?
Don't have to tell you nothing. Who are you?
Who are you?
I don't need to tell you.
I don't need to tell you either.
You already told me,
There you
look.
go, that's fine. Well, the police can deal with it now.
You actually got your name.
Well, obviously, because I wear a badge.
Yeah, good for you.
At this point, the situation takes another turn. The guards aren't just confronting him anymore, they are following him. And from the cameraman's perspective, that starts to feel like harassment. Now, whether that's actually harassment legally is another debate entirely. Security staff often monitor suspicious behavior around sensitive locations like prisons. But from a viewer's point of view, it's easy to see how this could feel intimidating. You've got multiple guards, a dog unit, and someone being followed down the road while filming. And the tone of the conversation is getting more aggressive by the second. Instead of either side backing down, both sides double down. And that's usually when the police get called. Because once emotions start taking over, nobody really wants to admit they might be wrong. What do you think, though? Should security intervene like this when someone films a prison from nearby? Or should they simply ignore it unless an actual law is broken?
Asked him what he's doing. He's not saying what he's doing. I explained to him. Can't come down and film in prisons. He said it's for a blog. Not going to happen. So, okay, I've been called out. So this gentleman's not answering any questions. He said he's allowed to do what he feels he can do. But that's basically it. He's had a phone call from somebody on another phone he's got in his pocket, and he says, I'll ring you back in a bit. So that's why he's called for.
Do you want to have a chat with us away from the officers, talk to us about what's going on?
Exactly what you said, really. Officers, can I ask you a question? Am I being detained?
You ain't being detained by us at the moment.
If I'm not being detained, I'm going to get going.
Will you be willing to give me your name? Your
No.
details?
Right. I'm not going to give you details, yeah? These guys, they've harassed me for the last 20, like maybe 10 minutes now. They've been walking around me with a dog. I'm actually scared for my life right now. So if there is any crime committed, it's done by them. Me, I haven't done anything. I've been on top. Is this public
So
property?
you want to walk down away from the dog and away from these
Is this public property?
right here?
Yeah.
Yes.
It looks like it. So you need to explain to these guys, this is public property.
So
Hang on.
the reason-
I am a member of the public. I do as I please. That's
I
it.
understand where you're coming from.
Okay.
The reason obviously they've raised these concerns is I'm sure you understand it's a prison. It does look a bit strange.
I tried to explain to them, but the way they came out.
Okay, explain it to me then. I'm happy to listen to you.
Okay, officer. What's your name?
Cat Beasley,
What's your shoulder number?
1155.
Okay, I'm here gathering contents for a story of a matter of public interest that maybe I might publish online.
Okay, are you a journalist?
That's it.
Are you a journalist?
That's where it ends.
So is this just a blog that you run, or is it for a
That's it.
paper,
That's it. I've just told you exactly that. That's what
And finally, the police arrive and notice how the tone changes almost instantly. The officer approaches calmly and starts asking basic questions instead of issuing orders. That alone lowers the tension compared to the earlier confrontation. The cameraman explains his gathering material for a blog and says the story involves a matter of public interest. But here's the interesting part. He also refuses to give his name and chooses to remain silent about the details of the story. And legally, in many situations, that's actually within his rights unless police suspect a specific crime. So what we're left with is a situation where security staff felt threatened, but the cameraman believes he was exercising his rights in a public space. And encounters like this happen more often than people realize. They sit right at the intersection of public freedom, security concerns, and personal ego. And sometimes the biggest question isn't just what's legal. It's whether the situation needed to escalate this far in the first place.